Hi, welcome back to my channel. So, I have a video that I've never really done. Like, I don't really talk about many negative things on my channel, really, or I try not to. But I had a really negative buying experience on eBay, and I want to vent about it, and I want to like see if I'm the asshole, because I could genuinely be the asshole in this situation. That's for sure a possibility. I was on eBay, and I've mentioned this before, but Ufdoll is like, I think maybe like my favorite BJD brand at the moment. Like, I really love a lot of brands, but I love their like cost, and I really like their sculpts and everything, and I just think that they're like really killing the blind box BJD game, and I just think a lot of really good things about Ufdoll. So I go on eBay and Mercari frequently to just see if there's any like secondhand like 1/4 scale Ufdolls on there, because those are definitely my preference with Ufdoll. And literally like 90% of the time there isn't, because Ufdoll is a little bit like, they're not hard to get. You can get them from Jane's Doll Land if you guys want to get one of their 1/4 scale dolls, but you're probably going to be waiting like 6 to 8 months, which is kind of a long time. And if you're impatient like me, you just go on eBay and you see if there's anything on there that is just ready to buy. So I was on there, and I saw a 1/4 scale Ufdoll doll on there, and it was like, there was like a, I don't think there was like a buy now on it, but there was a bid on it, and the starting bid was $50, and the shipping was like $30, so in total it's like $80, but that's still a really good price for an Ufdoll 1/4 scale doll. It was the mint sculpt, like the head was mint, which is an anime head, which is not really a head that I don't have like interest in, because I am just a very, like, I like anime sculpts, but I like painting dolls, and they're just not really like my forte, but I do still like them. But I saw the doll on there, and I was like, okay, well, you know what, like, honestly, $50 is still a really good price just for the body, because I could maybe buy like a mini feet doll head and put it on the body, and yeah, it's like, that's a really good price still. So I very on a whim just placed the lowest bid. I was like, $50, sure. I did not expect to win, because there was like a bunch of watchers on it, and I just wasn't expecting to win, but I won, because I guess I was the only one who bid on it. So I put the, so I paid for it, and I paid for it really, really fast, which I shouldn't have done. And I didn't notice that for some reason on eBay, it was listing my address from like 2 apartments ago as my primary address. So I fucked up. I fully acknowledge I fucked up in this part of this situation. I should have been paying attention to what it said. So I immediately caught that like I messed up the address, and I put in the notes of the order like, hey, that's not my address, I messed up, like, can you ship it to this address? This is actually my address, I'm sorry, but I don't live there anymore and I have no access to that building, which is accurate. Don't live there anymore, do not have access to the building. It's not very far away from where I live, but like, what am I supposed to do? Like, knock at the door? I mean, like I don't know. I've just never had anybody do that to me before, so I don't even know if like that's the thing people do. I assume there have been people in history who have knocked at the door and been like, hey, that's my thing, but I've never encountered it, and I didn't really want to like go through the process of knocking on the door and no one's home, just because like, what am I supposed to do? Just keep going back there being like, hello, does anyone have my package? And then what if they say no, and then I'm just in this awkward situation where I'm like, but I know you have it. Like, there's a photo of it on the FedEx thing. So, and they sent me back an email. Basically, they sent me back a message, and they basically said no. And I was like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that response. Fine. So I sent them back another message, because I would like to still get the doll, but if I can't get it, I'd rather not get the doll than have it sent to my old address, because there's a large possibility that I'm not gonna get the doll, because again, I don't live there. So I sent them another message, and I was like, hey, I can't have it sent to that address. Can you cancel the order, or should I cancel the order and like redo it, like rebuy the doll? Like, I don't really know what to do in this situation, because I don't live there anymore. They immediately after I sent this at 1 o'clock, okay, I sent this at 12:40, that message saying like, should I cancel the order or whatever, and immediately afterwards they hit shipped, okay? Which I know they didn't ship it, because this person is located in California. It's like 8 a.m. And also, like, why would you ship it immediately if I told you it's not my address? He said, I'm shipping to the address on eBay. I sent you emails telling you to change it. Did you? I'm about to leave, okay? So this is at 2:30. There's no way for me to change my address on eBay. I cannot switch addresses when I buy something. Like, I can't change it. So I'm telling them this. I'm telling them, like, I can't change, I can't edit the address. I don't have anything to do. Like, can you cancel the order then? Because if you're just gonna ship it to the address that's the wrong address, again, that's gonna be a total headache for me. Please don't do that. So this is me communicating this. They didn't ship it out yet, even though they marked it as shipped. I sent them just saying, like, can you cancel it? Because again, I don't want this sent to my old address. And they're just ignoring me all day. They had said that they, like, basically said they were gonna ship it, but they didn't ship it. Like, I don't know if you guys know a lot about shipping. And to be honest, I don't know a lot about shipping. I have, like, sold stuff on eBay, and I've also bought stuff on eBay before, and they didn't ship it. They had, like, printed out the shipping label, because you can, like, see that on the tracking. You can see when, like, a FedEx person, like, scans it, that they have the package, and you can just see when, like, the label is just printed and I guess put onto the package. So they just ignored me all day. After I said, like, please cancel the order, they sent me back a message the next day saying, we have shipped it, I told you to change the address. Again, I can't change the address. So they shipped it to the wrong address. It was extremely annoying because I should have probably just had it go to that address and then, you know, mark that I didn't get it and then whatever, okay? But I am very stubborn. So I showed up at the address, my old address, and I was fully prepared to, like, knock at the door. For some reason, the door was ajar. There's my package. Okay, so I just went and I grabbed it and I walked away. Now, that made me super nervous because obviously I don't want to do that because there's just a lot of package thieves in my neighborhood and I don't want someone thinking I'm package thief. Like, I brought my ID with me because I was fully prepared to, like, knock on the door and be like, hey, like, I think you guys have my package. I used to live here like 3 years ago. But I didn't really need to because the door was just open. I do remember with that apartment building though that you kind of have to, like, slam the door, or, like, there is a little thing it can get caught onto. So I guess just nobody that lives there now cares. But yeah, so I got the doll, but that was the worst experience I've ever had. I left the seller a bad review, which I never do. Like, I don't think I've ever had a bad review, but it was just, like, ridiculous because it's like, you're telling me that you shipped it when you didn't ship it. You're telling me to change the address when I've said, like, 3 times that I can't. You're literally just not helping me. You marked it as shipped immediately after I asked you if I should cancel the order. And then I asked you to cancel the order before you shipped it out. You shipped it out knowing that it was the wrong address. So I left them a bad review, just basically being like, deliberately ship this out to the wrong address after a back and forth where I told them like 5 times that it's the wrong address. And then they left me a bad review and called me a liar. What was I lying about? Literally nothing. I just stated facts of the interaction. So yeah, maybe I'm the asshole in this situation, and I fully acknowledge that, like, I did things wrong in the situation. Like, I probably should pay more attention to where I'm shipping things to and not just, like, immediately kind of be like boom boom bam with, like, paying for things. And eBay tells you to go to the seller, and I should have just immediately canceled it. It makes me feel like a dick to cancel things if something is being bid on, because if you have, like, a bid set up on eBay, it's like a week-long thing. So with eBay, you don't get your money immediately anyway. Like, it takes maybe a week or 2. So I didn't want to just cancel and then they'd have to, like, put it back up on the website. So that's why I asked them, like, should I cancel, and then I'll just rebuy it. But they just marked it as shipped, so I couldn't do anything. So yeah, I fully acknowledge that I did things in this situation that, like, I shouldn't have. But if eBay tells you to go to the seller and be like, hey, help me, but the seller just, I don't even know if they were like genuinely the back and forth seemed like they weren't even, like, reading my messages. Anyway, let's open this doll. Maybe it has a pile of shit inside and they didn't even send me a doll. That would be my expectation with dealing with this person. But, you know, hopefully there's a doll in there and just whatever, and then I can not have any more interactions with this eBay seller. Okay, so it came with, I guess, some clothes. It kind of looks like, I'm like, are these baby clothes? Like baby doll clothes? I don't know. These are like freebies, which is nice. It probably would have been way more nice if I didn't have such an awful experience with the seller. But let's see what these are. And then these are the like hands, yeah, I guess just the extra hands that she comes with. I don't know if my tan one has extra hands. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But let's just open her up. So this is the doll. This looks so much like the 1/5 scale, one of like the dolls from the like newer kind of drink series. It just looks like a scaled up version of it, just from noticing. So this is like a magic eraser. There's sandpaper. I think this is the stringing guide, and then I think that's like a head connector thing that you can use if you don't want to use this head, which put that aside because that might be me. It comes with, so if you guys saw me open up my tan Ufdoll doll, it came with these legs too. And yeah, because I think there's high heel feet in here. Like I think these are high heel feet, but these are also high heel feet, but they're not jointed, so I don't know. I don't quite understand the thought process, but like I'm sure there is one. These are some eyes, putty, the bigger boobs. You get like a lot of stuff. These are the way bigger boobs. What is that? It looks like there's like a tiny torso in here. Wait, no. Wait. I think maybe it just goes inside the chest? Yeah. Okay, so this just goes in there for some reason. And then this is the doll. Okay, so let's take her out. I want to pull out one of my mini fee heads and just see what it looks like on this body. This is the body. The body's pretty great. I think it looks just as nice as the tan one does. She's kind of like weirdly shiny right here. I don't really know why that is. But yeah, this body's beautiful. The head is definitely not my thing. It's like an anime head, and then also it has like very small eyes and like no moldable mouth. So it's just very much like not my cup of tea. But maybe I'll sell it or do something with it. Or maybe I'll paint it. I don't know. His hands are so pretty. Okay, that's her booty. The jointing. Jointing is pretty good. She seems strung really well. I imagine she can just probably stand. Okay, yeah. All right, so I just want to pull out, I'm just curious. I just want to try out a mini fee head on this. Okay, before I pull out a mini fee head, I want to, I guess, see what these, like, are these baby doll clothes? If they are, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, because I don't really do anything with baby dolls. But they look really big compared to BJDs. Oh, wait, maybe this is an outfit? Okay, I guess it's an outfit. It did say full set, but like I don't even know what that meant because I didn't know that these dolls had full sets. Little bow. I guess this is like a one piece. So yeah, it's like a body bodysuit, I guess. That's cute. That's pretty dope because I hate making clothes. So anyway, I'm gonna pull out the minifee head and see what it looks like on these. Alright, so I pulled out my heyyyy, which, side note, this is a natural, so they don't match or anything. What the heck? This doll is so much like, it just feels really solid in comparison to this doll. This doll feels really, really light. Yeah, so let me just take this head off. I'm looking at the neck and I'm like, this neck's really thick. But let's see. Why is like the head mechanism on minifees kind of annoying? So I don't think that, like, obviously natural, and I think this doll's in white, but I do know that minifee has a white skin tone. That seems way smaller in this body, but I don't hate that. Like, it feels more proportionate, kind of. What is the size difference between these? Why does the Ufdoll feel so nice in comparison? Like, Jesus. Yeah, so the Ufdoll is like quite a bit taller. This does come with like a connector. I'm sort of curious about if it's in there for minifees. I don't know. It comes with this thing. I actually don't think this is a connector. I don't know. I have to look into it more because I don't know anything about like minifee connectors and stuff. But I do like this combination. There is like some kind of like gapping, but it looks pretty aesthetically pleasing to me. There might be like some other 1/4 scale doll that I could put on this body. I'm trying to think if any come to my mind. I do have a random, this friggin' random, what is it, doll zone head that has just been following me everywhere that I've been wanting to like hybrid, but I just haven't had time to. I wonder what that looks like on this, just because it's floating around. So I got this off eBay like years ago, and it was like $30, but it's pretty, it's not pretty damaged. It has a chip here, and then, I mean, that's pretty much it. The rest is just like kind of face-up residue. But would these fit on? Nope. No, it won't. Aw. That could have been maybe cute. Yeah, it definitely does not fit. Okay, well, there's the at. Okay, so this doll's beautiful. I knew she was gonna be beautiful because I literally have this body. And yeah, I'm happy I found her on eBay. I'm happy I found her for like a fairly good price. The whole experience with the seller did definitely suck. But overall, like, I'm happy with the doll. I'm happy it came with like those little extras. Looking back over the messages, it feels like there was just like a communication barrier or something. Yeah, because I don't know, they just really were not understanding that they were sending it to the wrong address, which was my fault for giving them the wrong address. But like, can you cancel the order, please? Or can you just something? Don't make me go to the freaking address I haven't lived at for 5 years. So anyway, guys, I love Ufdoll, and this doll's great. Just the experience wasn't great buying her. But it's not gonna discourage me or anything from buying dolls off of eBay. I've bought dolls off of eBay like a billion times. Say like 90%, or not even 90%. This is like the only bad, I feel like this, well, I would say this is like the only bad doll transaction experience I've ever had. I did have a doll stolen in the mail recently, but that doesn't have anything to do with the person I sold it to, or like me selling it or anything. It literally got stolen out of the mail, so that's great. If you guys see a Dream Valley cow in like their old purple color, which is basically gray, with pink / like reddish tiny obitsu eyes, honestly give that seller a bombastic side eye, because that shit was probably stolen, okay? So just saying. Like this video if you like this video, subscribe, makes me happy, and I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Bye.